All right, Sam, here we are doing our work for today. Here's me with some exotic spelling. Yeah, that's not how you spell awareness, but I'm still gonna know what I meant. Let's minimize that one. Cool. So things we discussed doing today. Uh, two-string climb, which is a what I refer to as a floating exercise, but like moving up and down the fretboard, whatever, ascending, descending, moving through the 7 patterns. And then we introduced one positional arpeggio exercise. Cool. Um, and then we talked about playing the opens as well. So I'm going to start with two-string climb as it's the one that we're most likely to complete before next session. But also, I don't want you to fall in love with just playing scales because it's comfortable and you're like, oh yeah, cool, 4 fingers. You need to still be playing lyrical blues stuff. And so accordingly, even if it's just noodling, or making a point not to forget your Hendrix thing or get better at it or whatever. We already did that, right? Born Under a Bad Sign. But either way, I'm gonna send you 3 o'clock in the morning. And speaking of which, it's 1:13 in the video when this starts. Hey, I'm just gonna do this in C major for ease of picturing it, our home bass key. So we're gonna close this at 2 strings at a time. I'm gonna do strings 6 and 5. Then what precedes that is strings 5 and 4, not 5 and 3. So here I go. And like I said during the lesson, functionally when I'm doing this, I stare at the second note in the series. Or when I had to, I did. Because that's where my index finger is going to shoot to next. And I'm going to do this in C. Me racing through this point is those 2 strings are pretty easy. But it's like if I was on the 3rd string going, and that's one thing worth pointing out. It's almost always going to be these are 6 notes. You are playing 6 notes, and then we get to our part of the scale where I just have 5 notes, and sometimes there's a good duplicate note to put in. Like in our first fingering, you could add C on the B string. You could be like, or yeah, you can think of it like that if you want. Or you can just be cool with playing a 5 note phrase, which makes more sense for our 1, 2, 3rd fingering, 6 minor, where there's not really like another obvious note to hit. So yeah, it going, I am playing 6 notes satisfyingly. Then you play 5 notes. Great. So this will end with you going high-fiving yourself. Then it works descending. So 3 minutes in your video, 2-string drop, complete opposite thing. Do not even attempt this until you're good at the other. Maybe. So same thing in reverse, all the way down. It would end with the note we started the entire series with. I'm going to leave it up to you whether you do it in C major or a key like G, I had suggested during the lesson, because the fingerings are in radically different parts of the fretboard, and for a while it's going to seem like C major's home bass key and everything else secondarily. So if you undertook this exercise in a key like G, unless you find yourself flipping back to old thought processes rather than actually doing it visually, then maybe do it in G instead, just to mix it up for yourself. Or you could do this positional arpeggio 1 exercise in G. What's more, I'm going to actually do it in G, starting with the first major scale fingering we all learn at low grade, right? So, and I did just start on the 7th, which is one of the scale tones, but let's start on the root just for funsies. So I'm going every single scale tone. So I go note, up a third, up a third, up a third, and then not starting on that note, but the next one back, excuse me. Then ba 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 boom. And if you do it correctly, you're gonna end up on the note in the scale pattern after the one that proceeds the one you just started on. So I go. And then it's like, okay, it works, right? So then from there, and you're gonna find yourself mapping, like I think I just played C, my bad. You're gonna find yourself mapping every third ever, and that's kind of satisfying too. But yeah, like that. But in the immediate, oh, excuse me, we haven't even introduced that yet. No, we're exactly doing it. It's a complete brain fart. And now I'm just playing it C. It's gonna be okay. Cool. And I'm playing this in rhythm right now because I spent a billion hours, like second year, I guess, getting good at this. So yeah, there's our first arpeggio, and that's mostly what we talked about, aside from the opens. And I have a video called The Opens that I will probably just send to you, but meh. Alright, so C. We don't have a better way to do it other than the standard 0, 1, 3, Cool. We're just going through these. D. So playing the D major scale here means we're playing our Dorian 2 pattern. So that's not going to require a first fret position. It's going to want second fret position because there's not actually a first fret note in the whole thing. I'll be going. So that's a good example of one where you would just play it at the second fret because there's no downside, and then we'd have more options. Keys like E major or A major, there are two good options. There's the linear, like just the, excuse me, just the four finger approach, and then there's the stronger finger approach of, like just, I went index right there. So that could be you going, and stuff like that. So A, E, require that. Learning F as a first position can be really satisfying unless you've already played a lot of like bluegrass enough, because it doesn't seem like there should be so much tasty F, but there is. It's just starting with first Freddy things very often. Anyway, I know you grasp the concept. Just there's the strong fingers version and the weaker fingers version for all of the index reach fingerings. So we just covered two of them. Or excuse me, there's Dorian, then major, our normal fifth fingering. You can take the strong finger approach, and then also our second one, which in this case would be playing an A for our Mixolydian fingering. Is obviously a useful part of the fretboard to be on strong fingers for. And then when you kind of, there's just one annoying note, and then the rest of it, So there you go. Get after it. Enjoy. And BB King, 3 o'clock in the morning, intro from BB King Live at Cook County Jail. And I will see you in a couple weeks, bro. Thanks.